Welcome Rockstars to more Minecraft Pixelmon. Today's gonna be exciting because we're gonna get the world's strongest Sylveon. No, that's not an exaggeration. And we're going to attempt to get our second legendary, the legendary bird Moltres. It's exciting, so let's dive right into it. Alrighty Rockstars, so let's get working on our plans for today, which is to get our orb of fiery souls filled up for our Moltres and to hatch our perfect Sylveon egg, or almost perfect Sylveon egg. I say that with the specific tone. Unlike the Umbreon egg, our boy is maxed out on every stat at 31, except the only thing that's actually super important to him besides HP, his special attack. So we actually need to raise that physically with tokens, and we have some tokens, but I don't think we're gonna max it out. So we need to use Magmar to hatch our egg, run around a bunch, and straight up just battle a bunch of wild Pokemon, kill them, and get their souls strapped into the orb. There's literally not much else to it, and I will be completely honest with you guys. This wasn't the original plan for today, Rockstars. Actually, this is the third plan I've had to come up with, so third video that I've come up with to do for today. You guys pay attention to the upload schedule. For the most part, I keep it pretty consistent. I usually try to do a series, and then a one-off, and then a series and a one-off, something like that. So any series has 4, 5, 6 days in between each episode. Well, clearly, Pixelmon's out a little bit early, and there's a couple reasons for that. I originally planned to do Cobblemon, because that's where it's due today. Cobblemon is supposed to be what goes up today on my schedule, but upon apparently updating my mod pack, which I now regret doing, and it actually ended up removing the Cobblemon Radical Trainers mod completely from my PC, or at least the mod pack folder on the fabric launcher for Cobblemon. So I had to reinstall it and all this stuff, and then it wasn't working. It was missing incompatible mods, so I need a newer version of basically sub-support mods like architecture or Galax animation, or is that what is it? No, it's Getlix. Either way, so I tried a bunch of versions of it, and I kept getting the most updated versions of these mods or sub mods because that's what I needed to do. And after about 40-ish or so minutes, it wasn't working. So I had to give up on Cobblemon. I'm gonna have to figure this out at another time. So as much as it sucks that it's going up early, we're doing Pixelmon. So then I had planned to do a Pixelmon Fusion episode, our very first one. As much as I was really bummed about the Cobblemon episode, I was really excited to have fusions in this series finally. It was gonna be so cool that I seen maybe one other server do something like this, and I didn't get access to it before. Because since we had faced the first 3 gyms all the way up to the fire gym, we had 9 fusion core fragments. So we craft these, we could get a fusion core to allow us to combine 2 of our Pokemon into a brand new fusion. I won't spoil which one we got because I'm still planning on doing that at some point. It's just delayed because there are different options. But I went to go craft the core fragments into the actual, straight up fusion core, the entire piece itself that the fragments make up, and it would craft into leather. And I've tried that 3 times. And now it might just be a visual glitch. Honestly, I don't know. But if it's not a visual glitch and I use the crafting recipe, I won't have those fragments anymore, so I can't do the fusion. And I've had a couple people try to help me out with relogging and everything and restarting the mod pack entirely. That also didn't help. So we're back. Here we are with the chiller episode, setting up our brand new Sylveon that we wanted originally and getting our next legendary. So it's still an exciting episode. It's still super cool. We have a lot of fun stuff to do, but it's not what I originally wanted to do. So as I told you, this was plan C, apparently. Yeah, so things it wasn't a fun start today. It can be a struggle. We've got 5% of our orb charge. Great. So we still need 356 Pokemon deaths before we actually get our orb. Okay, what about our egg? Is our egg at all hatched? And hatching, what will come from this? It doesn't seem close to hatching. I guess we're not running around too much. I mean, yeah, we're running around, but then we're stopping to battle, run, stop the battle, run, stop the battle. I guess it's not super efficient because I think technically swimming is the most efficient way to hatch an egg with a Magmar. Because hatching a Pokemon egg in Pixelmon is just purely about how many blocks you walk. It's just like in Pokemon Go. It's how many steps you take. And you travel faster on a water Pokemon in land than you do in the sky or running on foot. So it only makes sense that if traveling by water is faster, you would hatch an egg faster overall. Alright, let's access Pokebuilder before we get back into training. So what will it cost to fix the IVs of our Sylveon? Modify IVs, special attack. Alright, so special attack to 31 will cost 180 tokens. That's too much. I don't have that. I believe I have like 119. So we can do to 11. So 66 tokens. We can do that. There we go. That's 66 tokens. So can we do that again? We can't. Can we afford that? I don't think we can. Okay, well, 56.25. Can we afford that? Nope. This one? Okay, we could afford that one. And now we max it out, and I'm officially out of tokens, I believe. Yeah, we have 1 token remaining, which really sucks. But now we at least have 20 special attack IVs. It's still gonna take another 60 to 100 tokens for us to be able to max it out the last 11 stats that we need. But that's gonna make a massive difference in his overall power when it just comes to using it. Ooh, a transfer tutor. Sweet. Do you have any? No, you never. I see a bunch of these guys, right? And they never have moves from any Pokemon that I'm actually running. And I don't know, like there's Bide, but really Bide can be useful, but it's not, you know, Extra Sensory's kind of neat. Actually, that's not bad. Ooh, because he's a special attacker too. And like Greninja, that was 3. I know I have that special ore. Yes, 3 crystals. But what do we put on him instead? Okay, Extra Sensory. What do we get rid of? I like having Ancient Power. It's actually been really useful. Same for Roost. Light Screen's useful, but Ancient Power, Roost and Light Screen are all moves he can get from the movie learner. We have to transfer Extra Sensory. So if we replace Light Screen, right, so we have coverage, and then that way, if we ever need one of those other moves, we can just replace the other one. And it's not that big of a deal, because we're never going to need all 5 of those moves. We just need to rotate what we need at the time. And it's going to be really helpful for us to have Extra Sensory on him, because with the special attack, that's just going to make it super powerful. It just won't have any stab. I might get some hate for that in the comments down below, but hey, you know, I like to run things differently. And you know what? I've never run Extra Sensory on a Zapdos, so why not try it? Before we get too far into the video, if you guys do enjoy, make sure to hit like, comment, subscribe. Let me know you guys are enjoying the content, because the videos have been killing it on the support lately. So thank you guys all so much for that. I really appreciate it, and I'm really happy to see you guys are enjoying what we're making here on the channel. It's also just nice to see the channel pick back up again to where it was a lot more like before I went into the hospital a few months ago. 336 more KOs, so we've only had, what, 20 Pokemon fights since I last checked up on that. That's insane. Then again, I'm also trying to run around a bit more so I can actually hatch the Sylveon egg. Because as soon as that's hatching, we're just going to go straight up and eevee train it. Because, well, I kind of need my strongest Sylveon possible. And yeah, I want Moltres, but that's just battling and killing Pokemon. I mean, that's just a number of Pokemon that we have to battle and kill. That's not really all that difficult. While this, I specifically need to constantly move to keep it moving, or keep it going. 301 Pokemon to go, but our egg has finally started to hatch. So we've only made like a fifth of the progress on Moltres. But, you know, it appears to be moving occasionally. It may be close to hatching. So our egg is finally starting to get some progress. So that's the really good part. I also did have this Team Rocket move tutor, and I ended up getting rid of Shadow Sneak because that was a temporary move on Greninja for Ice Punch, a physical ice move that's really solid for the most part. I can't complain about that. That was about all the tutor actually had that was worth it. There were a couple interesting things. Like I could have put X-Scissor on my Jigmu, but I wasn't sure how I felt about that. A bug type would be nice, but I like his moveset currently. I cannot wait for Sylveon. As excited as I am about Moltres, he's kind of my least favorite of all the legendary birds. As an electric type trainer is what I like to call myself because it's my favorite typing. I personally prefer Zapdos out of most of the birds. Personally, even though I prefer electric types, Articuno out of the birds is my favorite. I think I just like its design overall. I think it feels more slick and clean. Not saying I don't like the other birds' designs, but I don't know. Something about Articuno overall just resonates with. And I guess it's one of my favorite, if not my favorite ice-type Pokemon to use in general for the most part. But I don't use ice-type Pokemon a lot, so that's probably why it's just a legendary bird. Because there's definitely a better ice-type out there somewhere. Can I think of it off the top of my head? Absolutely not. Wisdom, how are you going to avoid an attack from a level 77 Pokemon? There you go. Faint, buddy, okay? We don't have time for your nonsensical nonsense of avoiding my attacks. That's not how this game works, okay? That's no. Sounds can be heard coming from inside your egg. It will hatch soon. Good to know. We're on the right track. Okay, so I actually might just run around for a bit straight instead. So if we can get that egg hatched and then eevee trained, it won't take that long to get our boy up and running. Oh my god, I don't have a Fearow. I was gonna kill him. I guess I should capture him for the Pokedex just because. Because I think I don't have Spearow either. If I don't have Fearow, I'm assuming I don't have Spearow. So we're gonna need them both eventually. And never mind, we caught him. And I was right, I don't have Spearow. I guess we should add him to the Pokedex as well. That saves us some time. Kind of hard to believe I didn't have those. There's a lot of basic Pokemon that I think I have that I don't. And Spearow and Fearow are caught. Nice. Come here, Graveler. Take this storage to the face. always survived with sturdy. Oh, but he blew himself up, so I still get the XP. Thank you very much. Okay, my Pokemon egg is hatching, but I'm also in a battle right now. Oh, it finished hatching. Let's finish this up. All right, bye, Meanfu, and our Eevee is here. Yes. Okay, so you have a neutral nature. That's another thing that sucked. Our Umbreon had an up special attack nature, so we're gonna have to spend more tokens to get this guy back to where he was. But I mean, I'll take a neutral nature. It's better than it just having a negative special attack nature. So now we can actually Eevee train this guy. We have to make sure not to make the same mistake we did before. We forgot to press cancel too fast. We pressed it too late, and that's what evolved our Umbreon. Because I need to boost this guy's level if we're gonna Eevee train him. Otherwise, he's not gonna be one-shotting the Pokemon that he's gonna be fighting, and that's just gonna cause more issues. We need to make sure we teach him a fairy type move as well. I don't remember if I made that mistake last time or not. Baby doll eyes, definitely put you on there. There we go, and we go. So a big bonus of actually leveling him up like this as well, since he's not dying in battle and he's sitting outside of his Pokeball, he's getting a lot of happiness. Now, I do believe I need to be in a specific field or something. Like, I need to be in a flower plains biome for him to evolve into Sylveon as well during the daytime. So that's also something we gotta look for. So let's grab our Power Lens for special attack, the Anklet for speed, and now we can just Eevee train this guy. All right, so I was actually wrong. I forgot that we want a basically full HP with our good old buddy Sylveon here. Where is my HP stone or bracelet? There we go. We do not need the speed. Well, I guess we do need the speed one. Yeah, because this guy is going to be very, very special because he's going to be a hidden ability Eevee. That is, oh, that's special defense. I do not want that. Well, sure, he has adaptability now. And, oh no, he has anticipation. I thought he had adaptability since it's an opposing Pokemon's dangerous move. So it's not the ability I thought. I want to use that item that we have. We have an item that's going to give him his permanent hidden ability, which is sick. And Sylveon's hidden ability is Pixelate. And if you don't know what Pixelate does, it changes all fairy type moves over to Pixelate. Or not, it changes not all. Let me rephrase that because I misspoke. It changes all normal type moves into fairy type moves and applies a 1.2 times bonus attack damage on it. So it's kind of nuts. And there's a lot more high power special attack normal type moves like Hyper Beam compared to the fairy type moves, which not all can be learned by Sylveon. Yeah, because not every Pokemon can learn every type of move, even if they're that type of Pokemon. He is going to be very, very, very good for us because he learns, I think, a lot of these normal moves naturally because he's Eevee originally. So that's kind of our big plan with the Sylveon. The only sucky part about this is, though, since we're working on Eevee training Sylveon, because I want to get that wrapped up today as well as Moltres, that means we're not making any progress on Moltres Orb right now because these aren't natural Pokemon and it doesn't count if it's not a natural spawn Pokemon. So trainers and, you know, spawners don't count towards our wait, what? Wait, 250 more. What? It's counting train. Since when did, wait, what? I swear I've tried this already in the series before and it didn't count it. What? Maybe I tried trainers. Okay, so it still doesn't count trainer Pokemon, but apparently Pokemon from spawners work? That's nuts. That means Eevee training is actually progressible towards our Moltres. That's insane. I thought we weren't gonna have any progress towards our Moltres at this time. That's awesome. That just makes our lives a little bit easier. That's a silver lining. I'm so happy about that. There we go. So it is finally fully Eevee trained our boy Eevee, and we have 206 Pokemon left on our orb for Moltres. So we made decent progress with that. Okay, at this point, it's just that we need to run around, battle Pokemon, and straight up look for a flower plains biome or a flowers biome. That's what we need. And that will give us everything we need to evolve Eevee into the Kordak Pokemon. Okay, so a sunflower plains is one of the biomes that should work for Eevee's evolution. We got a couple more, 194 Pokemon left. Not a lot. I focused on trying to make sure we could get our Eevee going. So if we just spam rare candies right now while we stay in this biome, we should be able to evolve Eevee into Sylveon. I'm hoping I'm hoping I have enough rare candies. Okay, so I have no reason to cancel it. We're in the right biome. We should have enough happiness. We have a fairy type move. This should be Sylveon. It shouldn't be the mistake like I did last time with Umbreon. It was still a really powerful Umbreon, but still. There we go, Sylveon! And disarming voice. It's okay. We don't really care about it. There we go. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and boost your stats or your level up to at least 70 something, so you're equal with the rest of the team. Oh, is anticipation the hidden ability for Eevee? I actually don't know because I already have Pixelate and I haven't used my ability thing yet, which is beautiful, which means I don't have to use it. I can save it. Oh my god, 309 HP. That's nuts. 229 special attack. Dude, this guy's gonna be so powerful. I'm so excited. Okay, let's actually set your moves up. Okay, we don't care about fairy type moves. Moonblast really good, 95 base power, but we want special attack, normal type moves. Do you naturally learn? I don't see any. Okay, so we'll put Moonblast on you for now. Swift is one, so we'll leave that. I don't need Charm. Yeah, I don't see it. Takedown. Yeah, okay, interesting. So all of your ones are physical, which I guess makes sense for Eevee when you learn them. So how much money do we have? All right, we have 19 grand, so we can go to the Pokemart and buy moves. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, Hyper Beam. That's one we definitely want, even though it's not one of my favorite moves. Echoed Voice is something that we want. Honestly, I've never run this strategy, so I'm taking a little bit more impact from Smoggin than I might usually want for a move setup. I like usually running my own moves. Hidden Power. This should be a Alolan Hidden Power. Does that matter? I need Hidden Power. I guess we'll buy it. We have the HM or the money to be able to afford it. I'm looking for Hyper Voice, but I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see a Hyper Voice move, which kind of sucks in general. Then I don't know what would be the next best move. Okay, well, I'm also out of money, so I guess we're just sticking with this. So Echoed Voice over Disarming Voice. Hidden Power. This should be Rock Hidden Power, right? We'll get rid of Quick Attack. Hyper Beam over Swift. So, I mean, it's not exactly the moveset we wanted. We still have Moonblast, but I'll take it. And it also might lower the target's special attack, so it's still a pretty good move with 95 base power. It just won't have that normal boost. All right, at this point, we just need to get 194 more Pokemon deaths, and there's just literally never-ending Pokemon here, so I'm gonna sit here and do this, and then we can capture our Moltres to wrap up for today. And there we are, Rockstars, a full Moltres summoning orb. So now, all we gotta do is hope that there's an empty shrine for us to be able to use to catch our Moltres, and that's basically it. So let's go ahead and, is one of these empty? This cannot be used to reset shrines. Oh no, both of these are used, aren't they? Here we go. I have use these at /warp shrines for a 5% chance of resetting the shrines. So we only get a 5% chance? What? Better luck next time. Better luck, better luck, better luck. Oh, this is just, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Why are there only 2 here? I could have swore when we did Zapdos, there were 3. No, there were only 2. I'm mistaken. Wow, I can't believe that. Well, it seems like we are just not able to get our legendary shrine today. A 5% chance on the shrine reset. I didn't have it, so we're gonna have to stick with getting the world's strongest Sylveon. Overall, still pretty cool, and we're set up to get Moltres as soon as we see those shrines active, so I guess we're just gonna have to constantly check it. But if you guys did enjoy, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see y'all next time, Rockstars. Peace, peace.